Good evening, everyone. Good morning, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're all well. Hope you're getting on with life. Been a very interesting time, as it has been every week, as I've been saying. And again, this week's going to be another interesting week, with Thursday being the full moon. So again, lots of changes, lots of emotions. There's also a lot of air of forgiveness going around, karmic cycles coming to an end. You're noticing things are coming to, arguments are coming to an end, relationships are coming to an end, and we're all sort of learning to let go and things like that. Some take longer than others, but we all get there in the end. So if you're feeling different, if you're feeling the energy shifts today, then if you feel them, go with them. Use that word surrender, because it always helps us, because we've got to understand we're not in charge. Spirit, the universe, energy, God, higher power, whatever you like to use, is in charge, and having that surrender, having that power to hand that over to an unknown force, to take that leap of faith and say, I trust you and I give it all to your will. That's the hardest thing. And then we fight with our ego, and we'll battle our ego with the things that we want, the things that we don't want, the things that are taken away from us, that we squirm about, shout about, maybe even throw our toys about, as I can even, attest to that. But sometimes, to let the universe know and the higher power know what we actually want, we have to let them know what we want. We have to voice it. We have to show the direction and start making moves our own selves towards that line, towards that road. And then the universe goes, oh, that's the way you want to go. Then I'll start bringing stuff your way. So we have to trust that that's going to happen. But we also have to take that leap of faith and show that's what we want. We'll have heartbreak. We'll have disappointments. We'll have things that won't go our way. And we have to learn how to deal with them, understand if we get triggered or traumatized by anyone, and why we were triggered and traumatized, and learn to remove them. But also, as a valuable lesson that I have had to learn recently, we also have to understand our behavior, our reactions to things, no matter how emotional they are, no matter how sad or happy you may be. And I'm not talking about dumbing down emotions, because emotions will make us what we are. Ego is what makes us what we are. Everything is what makes us what we are. So bear in mind, every step in your life has brought you to where you are, has made you what you are. Your ego and your emotions are what your character is, who you are, but we have to keep them under control and in check. We can still stand and speak our mind. We can still say our own truth, but it all depends on how we do it and what we actually say. But also, we have to own the truth. We can't sugarcoat it. We can't twist it. We can't say it looks like something else, when the bare facts of the day are this, and we have to own that. And when we own the truth and we become authentic to ourselves, we have to go through some trouble and strife to deal with it. But once we get through the other side, we'll feel that much better, because we're suddenly living our truth. We've got nothing to hide. We've got nothing to fear. We've got nothing to scare us anymore. And we suddenly lose the fear of the unknown. So keep fighting, keep going through, and eventually you will get there. So trust and believe in you always. And I believe I've got a call. I've got Emma from Dublin on the line. Are you there, Emma? Oh, missed that one. No problem. We lost her there. We get her back. But I'll go back to what I was saying, guys. If you're struggling, if you're emotional, if things become overwhelming, we have to find the discipline in ourselves to stop, sit down, and be calm. However, we find our best way to do that, through meditation, through breathing, through action. We just keep going. And once we keep going, we will eventually there, and we teach our brain a new way. So it can be done. It can be achieved. Don't think just once or twice or a few days, that's it, I can't do it. It can be done. Right, I've got Emma again. She's back again. Emma, are you there, darling?
I am indeed. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, Emma. How are you? How's life for you at the moment? Are you good?
I'm good. I'm just tired after work, but I'm good. I'm just so happy that you took the call, so thank you so much.
No, you're more than welcome. Emma, should be me thanking you, ringing in, and at least I know I'm not speaking to nobody. Do you know what I mean? So it's all good. But are you a spiritual lady? Do you have that faith within your heart?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Do you practice it, or is it just something you like to live by?
I actually need to, like, it's something I'd like to live by, but I work as a social care worker, and my manager keeps telling me, like, I need to meditate and be be by myself and learn to be by myself. So I need to practice it. I just avoid myself at every cost, but I know how important it is.
I understand that. I understand that, and I'm sorry for asking you questions, but allows me to
No, it's
create a
okay.
link with. It allows me to create a link with you while I'm talking to you, and as while I'm talking to you, I do get that. With respect, you find that you like you say you don't listen to yourself, you run away a lot and things like that. But also, I find that your mind's on the go all the time. Would that make sense to you? Because my brain feels like
It
mush at the moment.
never stops. It just does
I
not
understand.
stop.
I understand. Would you understand? And I'm not going to go into detail, so don't panic and all that. But do you feel like most of your life you've been running away from something, but you haven't got a clue what?
Oh my God, yes, like 100%.
I get that completely, darling. This is why your manager, whoever it is that are around you, is saying you need to meditate because it's that running away that creates this energy that your mind, you're always looking outside and what the next thing to do and look after other people. And I've got to do this and I've got to do that. But when are you going to just stop and say, what about me?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm questioning that a lot lately, and I know it's something I need to do, but I don't know why I don't do it. Like, I can't understand why I don't do it because I'm very open to everything, but I just
Yeah,
don't do
you're
it.
very
I
open.
have no reason.
You're very open to everybody else and everything, but what about you? Have you actually stood ask yourself this question, Emma. Do you actually love who you are?
I don't think I'm 100% there. No,
There you go. And I don't mean you're not a nice person because you are. You're social care. You
I know.
you care about other people. You do things. You run around other people. I can tell that you do that, and that's what makes you happy or makes you feel good. But can you feel happy by just sitting there on your own in complete silence? Can
Oh
you be
God, no.
happy in
Like
your own?
my
Can you be happy
no,
sat in your own energy in just complete silence?
no, no distraction.
That's
No,
what
it's
you
like
need
I
to
just
do.
distract
Right.
myself.
Now, this is on a physical level. If you sat there or whatever and it's silent and all that, even do it now while you're talking to me, just close your eyes. Don't look outwardly and use
Okay.
your eyes to observe, but close your eyes. Now feel how your stomach feels. You will feel like there's a vibration deep within your stomach. And knowing you, it'll be
I
very
feel
highly
it.
strung vibration. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? Yeah?
Yeah, well, like when
That's
I'm closing my eyes right now, it kind of goes to my neck a lot of the time as well. It's always kind of in that area as well.
right. So you're getting us right, right. That says a lot, right? Because there's seven chakras in your body. I don't know if you're aware, energy centers in your body. You have your crown, which is the top of your head. You got your third eye, which is your forehead. You got your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your stomach, your sacral, and your base of your spine, your base chakra. Now, the throat chakra usually indicates two things: emotion and someone not speaking their truth. So what I'm seeing is if you're feeling the vibration around your throat, then there's emotion that you need to release, or there's something you need to speak out on. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
There you go. Right. So until you speak out or until you release that emotion, that feeling around your throat, won't go. That's what's called a block chakra, because it's agitated. It's making you feel the way it's making you feel. That's when you sit, you close your eyes, you tap into that feeling. In other words, you focus on it. And then you just ask yourself or the energy, the angels, whatever you believe in, and just say, why am I feeling like this? And then you'll be shown in your mind what it is, that first person, that first thing. And you go, okay, that's what this is. Once I resolve that, this feeling will go away.
That'd be great. That'd be really nice.
Okay.
Something I definitely need to do, yeah.
Can I also say, darling, I've got a lovely lady standing next to me, actually. She's very quiet, very loving, very compassionate. I would say she's an older lady. I would say on a grandmother level, but I don't feel she's a grandmother. And I think she was around when you were younger. But she wanted me to say she really, really, really is trying to impress me to get this through to you. You're a beautiful, loving lady. Please don't think you're anything else.
Yeah. I'm not sure who that is, but like that would definitely be like qualities of probably my. As you were saying, you don't think it's my nan. I think it possibly is my nan, but
Okay, could be your
yeah,
nan, but
that would make
I feel
sense.
it's on nanny level or whatever. But I'm going to be honest. I do see like a nun's clothing with her, so I don't know if she was a nun or highly connected to the church or some kind or whatever. But I do feel a religious connection with this lady as well. But she wasn't on that sort of dogmatic side of it. I believe that she was one of these ladies that truly believed in, Jesus and love everybody, and she's just a real, genuinely lovely lady. She's given me, and a real, genuinely loving soul, but she really needs you to know, there's you got to stop beating yourself up. You're the light in the situation, as it were. You're not the bad guy. You're not the bad person, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm feeling that all day, just with my job with the kids and stuff like that. I had to get the guards involved in something today, and the kids were very angry at me, and it was like, I do not want to do this. Like, I do not want to do this, but I have to do the right thing because I believe in the right thing.
That's exactly why she's saying, doesn't matter what you're thinking or feeling, you can override that and you still do the right thing. You can override your ego, so that's what she's saying. It's that strength that you do that makes you different to other people.
Different,
You
but also like that's what the problem was. Do you remember you saying with the throat chakra? It's like I'm different because I'm very honest and I speak up, but a lot of people would end up disliking me because I'm very honest, because I believe in truth and I believe in living in like genuineness and authenticity and stuff.
I understand this. Hmm. Would you understand? She's also saying that you've got to you've got to stand up being who you are and what you believe in, because you're not actually wrong.
Yeah, it's really hard when people aren't on that same kind of spiritual level on you about truth. Like I'm a truther, I suppose, is the word, but you feel like you're constantly the bad guy because you're standing up against the bad stuff, but nobody else is willing to stand up. So I feel really bad in myself because I'm standing up, although I know it's right. It's kind of lonely and isolating at the same time.
Well, my email is info@theuniversalmechanic.com. Give me an email, Emma,
Okay,
and we can have a chat another time, and I can reply back to you and everything else. Do you understand you're a
perfect.
light?
Thanks. A light worker, is it?
Yeah. Do you understand you're a light worker? And the reason why, yeah, yeah, I understand you feel alone. I completely get that, because I can understand your way of thinking would upset a lot of people where you live.
Yeah,
Does that make
yeah.
sense?
That's
So,
the tough part.
but this is the point. You are where you are because of who you are, and that you're good at this, and that you will spread the light in the right way, and you will give love.
Yeah, I just wish that would transcend. I suppose I think I'm just like waiting to be accepted more, but it's like I just constantly feel like at judgment level, and I'm never at ease with myself because I'm second guessing myself. Although in my spirit, I know it's true, I know it's good. It's just on the outside world, it's hard. I feel like I don't know if I'm coming across as good, and I want to obviously be that way.
I understand. I understand completely. I do feel that there will be help coming your way. And what I mean by help is other people with same views and like-mindedness that you have. I do feel that they're becoming.
Do you mean like? Sorry I didn't mean to overtalk you there. I suppose it's just you're bringing up a lot of stuff that's kind of triggering me at the moment. You're bringing up a lot of stuff that's obviously something going on in my mind. I suppose in the sense of like friendships and relationships and stuff like that. I'm like questioning if I'm meant to even be in Ireland anymore. I just feel like a complete outcast here, but I don't know if I'm again running away, because that seems to be what I do, and I want to make sure that I make the right plans because I want to do right, not wrong.
Okay. Seriously, send me an email to info@theuniversalmechanic.com, Like it says at the bottom of the screen, the universal mechanic. Send me an email, Emma, and we'll have a chat. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I will do. Thank you for taking the call, though.
Hey, you're more than welcome, Emma. And I always find everything happens for a reason. Do you know what I mean? So all I'm saying is send me an email. We'll have a chat. Maybe I can give you a few pointers, help you out, and we can have a chat and we'll take it from there. But I understand where you're at, sweetie. I really, really do, and it must be hard for you.
Am I meant to be here, though, in Ireland? Can I just ask that last question? Like, am I meant to be where I'm at right now? Because I feel like I'm not, but I don't know if that's right.
I did pick up travel, and I don't mean travel as in holidays or anything else like that, but I do feel that you will be moving now, whether that's out of Ireland, coming to the UK, or wherever it is. I don't know, that's your choice, but I do feel that it's not just you're moving, but you're getting itchy feet as well. Like you said, you want to move on. It's like, it's almost like you feel like, I'm done here, there's not much more I can do.
Yeah.
But also understand you've had an awakening as well, a spiritual awakening, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. Can't believe you're picking up on all this. That's so accurate. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Again, I'm not going to say it in public, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. The complete spiritual awakening.
I know. No, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. I 100% get it.
Feel the emotion.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have to move on, sweetie, but please.
Thank you so much.
You know you're not alone, and please email me and we can swap details and I can show you a few pointers, all right?
Amazing. Thank you for your time. You're so kind.
You're more than welcome, Emma. You take care.
Take care. Bye. Bye.
Yourself. Bye-bye. There you go. It's happening everywhere, guys. People are having awakenings. People are having these experiences and questioning things, what are going on, not just in their life and around their life, and what's the best way to go through. Just know you're not alone, guys. All right. I've got Marianne in Toronto. How you doing, Marianne?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm well, Marianne. How's life for you? Are you a spiritual lady, or is this something you're interested in?
Oh, I would classify myself as spiritual in the same realm that you've been speaking of versus yeah.
Right, instantly as we're talking here, Marianne, straight away I'm getting tarot cards. So I don't know if you do tarot cards, or you're going to have tarot cards, or you're learning, or you're going to have a reading recently, but I do see tarots around you a lot. But also with you just saying about in the realm of what we're talking about, again, I've just been brought up about spiritual awakenings or something else. Now, I know you had a spiritual awakening a long, long time ago, but you've had one recently that's made you open your eyes up to a different angle on things. Does that make sense?
I suppose so. I would say with regularity, I have,
Do you understand if I say
awakenings.
Would you understand when I say the words energy, vibration, and frequency and things like that?
Yes.
Do you understand what I mean when I say those things to you and what they mean to you?
Yeah, I do, absolutely. And in fact, the previous caller that you were speaking with, as you use the word runaway, for instance, I just brought up a client file name that was Runaway Music. So at the same time, so I know it's all connected, energy.
There you go. There you go. That's exactly what I was trying to get through. But would you understand that you've had that understanding of that come to you relatively recently?
In a certain respect, yes, I'd say it. Underlying, it's been for many years, but as time progresses, it's becoming more and more apparent.
Yeah, I understand that. Give me a second, darling, if you please, as quick as I can. I've definitely got a male energy connecting to you, and he feels very paternal. So I don't know if it is your father or grandfather who looked out for you, but I do feel a very paternal male energy connecting with me at the moment. And he's drawing me to my heart. My heart is starting to race. So I don't know if you passed of a heart condition or something, or there's something to do with the heart or something to do with the chest, because it's making me feel a little bit out of breath at the same time. Okay, take that away, please, mate. Thank you. Okay, good.
I think I know who that is.
Why are you coming through? Why are you through for this lady, mate? What are you coming through? Right. Was he saying you need to stay on course with something? Something in your life is becoming quite difficult at the moment, but you're saying you need to stay on course because you're actually doing the right thing.
Okay.
Right, now what's this about more? I need more detail, mate. Need more detail. I do know that it may be causing you angst or frustration because I feel tight inside as though someone's getting frustrated that things aren't moving, either moving as quickly as they would like, or things or people aren't doing, but they're saying you need to stay on course. Don't bend I'm going to use this word, don't bend your will because what other people are saying or trying to influence you. You need to stick to your guns. It's like you've drawn a line and you need to stick to it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's confirmation. I will be also honest. I do see why does he keep showing me a young male around you?
I'm not sure why there would be a young male. If you're communicating who I think you're communicating with, it would be his grandson was like his world. All his grandkids
Okay,
were,
that's
but
right.
his grandson in
Is he
particular.
right? Is his grandson having difficulties at the moment, or is there cause for concern around this grandson?
I'm not sure because I'm not close with the family that he left behind. But
Oh, okay.
I've been thinking about reaching out to his wife.
Well, I will say is I do feel that there's a concern about a young male, either connected to you or him. And I would say the concern is maybe that there's one or two friends he's starting to not go off the rails, but his mindset is starting to go the wrong way. And it's almost like there's some friends or there's some influences around him that's causing that. And there is concern. I'm not saying there's anything that anybody can do. It's almost like Spirit just saying we're aware of it and we're trying our best to sort of try and get him back on the thing. And you said you're not sure if it's his grandson or not, but I just feel that there's a young male that's being influenced by the wrong people.
Okay, good to know.
Okay. Yeah, right. As I'm asking about you and think, and I mean this nicely. Are you a little bit bored with life at the moment?
Um, I wouldn't say to that extreme, no.
But
um,
you feel that there could be a little bit more excitement going on in your life?
um, yes, to a certain degree, yes.
Do you understand? I'm not talking about, going out partying and all that, and that's not what I'm talking about. But it's almost like there isn't much to look forward to. Does that make sense? To keep you going?
Yeah, it's a lot of the same day in, day out, but
Yeah.
yeah, definitely could
Yeah,
use an
right.
injection of
Okay.
excitement.
That's done me a favour because that's made me understand completely what I'm getting. And they're saying the only person that can change it is you. You need to change
Yes.
your routine. Do something different.
Hmm.
It's almost
I'm a
like
creature of habit.
yeah, but it's almost like, when someone stands there at the side of a lake or something and go, stuff it, and they just jump in just to do something stupid. It's like they're saying you need to just do something to allow that child like energy out of you and have a little bit of fun.
Hmm. It sounds
Does that
like a
make
plan to
sense?
me. I need to. Hmm.
And it just feels like that would lift up your energy because I'm not saying your energy is low, but it's almost like it's a little flat. Like you said, it's the same thing day in, day out. So that can cause anyone to go a little bit flat. So they're saying if you want a bit of a peak and a trough and a little bit of excitement going on in your life, you can change it. Do something different.
Yes, thank you.
No, you're welcome. Why are they shutting? I don't know if it's a necklace or a bracelet or something, but why are they showing me something that's got like a round pendant on it, but it's not a jewelry of any kind. It's more like a stone or a piece of wood or something that's got a sim. But I'm seeing like almost like a Inuit culture type thing from Canada.
Well, um, I just last week I wore a very unique piece of jewelry at work that photographers were commenting on that were, taking
That can make
headshots
sense.
for our, yeah,
That can
yeah.
make
So
sense.
maybe that, and the day before was someone was in our office that's very connected to Indigenous culture. So maybe that's
Right,
blending
that could well
through.
be it, but I do feel that there's very much that sort of feeling Indigenous culture around you, so it could be a guide or something else. But also on that day when you were wearing that thing with the photographer and things like that, did you feel that I know this is going to sound strange, energetically, did you sort of feel special that day? You just felt buzzy, you felt really good that day?
Yeah, I felt really good, and it doesn't hurt, having hair and makeup done, standing in front of a camera with.
I can imagine. But also, though, um, after this call, go and get that piece of jewelry if you've got it, if you still got it, and hold it, and you'll feel the energy from it, if that makes sense. And I feel that that's important. So, just feel the energy from that, and you'll see what I mean. So this is again what we're talking about earlier when we're saying about how everything's connected. And I said about the word runway, and you said about, Runway Studios, whatever, how everything's connected. You were meant to call, so on and so forth. The order of the calls was, Emma first, then you. Everything happens for a reason. It's our own human ego that gets frustrated and, and all that, and wanting things to happen in our own way and how we've pictured it and everything else. Would that make sense to you?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm a big believer that everything's connected and things happen for a reason, and also picking up on those signs, and recognizing them to know you're exactly where you're supposed to be in this life.
You're right there. That's the hardest part, is picking up on the signs. I mean, even I'll freely admit, I put my hands up, and the amount of times I've missed signs, and then later on things happen and I beat myself up for it, because then I look back in hindsight and go, there was all these signs and I completely missed it. I've had quite a major thing happen to me at the end of last year for me, and there was so many signs and I completely missed all of them, or I didn't, act upon them when I saw them or whatever, and I blinded myself by my own ego and various other things. So we're generally the cause of our own misfortune in our lives, if we think about it.
I'd agree.
I've just been shown as well, they want to acknowledge a child's birthday coming up around now, or has been recently, or it's coming up.
The person you were connecting with before, or just someone in my life?
I think someone in your life. There's a child birthday or a younger person's birthday coming up that they want to acknowledge. I would say it's a child's birthday, because I'm getting balloons as well.
Yeah, I know a birthday that was in December. That's a child.
Okay, they're just acknowledging that. But yeah. They're just acknowledging. Normally, when they say a birthday around now, it's either in the month leading up to it or the month coming. So they just want to acknowledge a child's birthday. And is that child a girl? Because I'm getting a female energy around it as well.
It's not sounding familiar, but that said, my nephew is expecting a baby.
But there's a young girl that they want to acknowledge, and it may be linked to the gentleman that come through. I'm sorry for rushing you, sweetheart, but I'm literally about to be cut off by my engineer because I've run out of time. But thank you ever so much for ringing in, Marianne, and hopefully we'll be able to speak again, and hopefully I'll hear from you again. But again, everyone tonight, thank you for listening tonight. Thank you for listening to the messages. But also take away the message, guys, that, everything's about you and your life, and you can change anything you want, the bad, the good, and the ugly. So go out there, enjoy your life, dance like no one's watching, and sing like no one's listening. Enjoy yourself. Until next week, namaste.